All right, well, this is it. This is the ultimate Isaac item tier list. Going to be ranking every single item in the game, not including trinkets. I know, like, technically, I guess according to the wiki and stuff like that, that trinkets are items, but this is only stuff that shows up in the checklist under the stats in the menu. So, and it looks like just on first glance everything is arranged by item ID, starting with Sad Onion at number 1 and going all the way down to the Repentance stuff. So we're not even going to be talking about the Repentance items until the very end. So this is going to be, I'd imagine day 1 is going to be strictly old stuff, which is fine. So not only is it not going to be Repentance until day 2, or maybe even day 3, but it's not even going to be like Afterbirth. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, thank you for providing that link, Jennifer. I really appreciate that. She sent that link to me through Discord, so I super appreciate that. This is, I mean, it's exactly what I'm looking for. It's got all 722 items, I think. Oh, my title's still unlocked. Let me change that real quick. Thank you for letting me know. Shoot. I knew I was forgetting something. It's gonna be, I've typed this in on keyboard since my cat's on my lap. Type this in with my mouse on a virtual keyboard, I mean. Let's see. All right, almost there, almost there. Okay, title should be updated. Oh, right, okay. The game separates it out, but it's not, it doesn't have its own, it doesn't have its own ID, right? Which is so weird. I wonder why they decided to do that. Anyway, yeah, again, here we go. The ultimate Isaac item tier list. Starting with rebirth items, which we're probably not even going to get through on day 1, going all the way through Afterbirth and Repentance. So, I mean, we're just going to go through these one by one. Might not even talk about some of the items at all, maybe just like a sentence, a blurb, because you know what really needs to be said. Some items I might take some time in explaining why I picked what I picked. Is that loud for anybody else? These songs on Twitch soundtrack are not mixed evenly. Anyway, maybe it's just those sleigh bells. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. So, just starting with Sad Onion, going all the way through left to right. I'm gonna put Sad Onion in A. I mean, it's not. Right off the bat, I will say most tiers ups are probably just gonna be in the A tier by default, because tiers, it's kind of a toss up as far as like what's. I would say damage is probably more important. Actually, I'm gonna say it absolutely is more important, but tiers, because tiers can be capped and damage can't, I'd say damage is the better stat. But tiers are obviously incredibly important, so most tiers up items are probably going to score pretty high. And then triple shot, I also want to put that in A, just because it's a tiers down, obviously, but it's fun. It synergizes well with a lot of stuff. It's kind of on the same page as quad shot. It's a similar tiers down. And it's quad shot's just one more extra tier. So obviously, I mean, quad shot is objectively better, but they're both great. Man, I really... Do I want to put Spoonbender in S? I think I do. Especially in later iterations of the game, homing is so much better than it used to be. I don't think you can put it lower than A. But yeah, I mean, it's S for sure. Homing is one of the best tier effects there is. Maybe the best. I mean, we don't need to say anything about that. That's obvious. Most damage multipliers are going to be going in S tier. You know, I think what did I give my reflection last time? Like probably D, probably D or F. Probably not F. Maybe like C or D. But you know what? I'm gonna put this in like B. It's a damage up. It's a giant range up. And it's a lot less dangerous than it used to be. That item got a lot better recently with more patches. What's up, Galvior? Welcome, buddy. How's it going? Number one is... It's hard to say. Don't like the luck down. Yeah, that's not great, but of all the stats downs that you can have, luck is one that I don't mind so much. Number one is situational, because tiers are, I mean, the tiers up is obviously great. If there was like an A- tier, it would probably go in there, because the range, like if you find number one early, your range is screwed. But if you, like, what if you have tech with it or something? What if you have something where range doesn't matter? Then it's an amazing find. Blood of the Martyr, just straight damage, great item. Brother Bobby, it's hard not to consider the fact that he is one piece towards the conjoined transformation, but at the same time, unless you have like Lullaby or BFF or something, he's just okay. Skatole. It's rare. You don't see it a lot. And I mean, that really depends on how often you play Skullbeggars. And like the 3-card Monty dudes. And I don't play them to completion a lot. And because of like the rarity of the item and what it does, I think it should be better than it is, but it's still fine. If you find Skatole early, not only is that part Beelzebub transformation, but you don't have to really deal with flies. And I'm torn between putting it in C or B. It's a tough one. I'll put it in C just because it doesn't really help you out that much. It's more defensive than anything. Yes, part O crap transformation. That's big. Halo of Flies is a better defensive item. It's good. It's essentially just 2 pretty flies, which is great. Am I ordering? I don't think you can you? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, let me try and consider that. I guess uh, items that are better are going to be shifted to the left. It'll be left to right in terms of their like goodness. So let me put that right there. I'm going to keep that like that. Blood of the Martyr. I'm going to do that. Okay, now we'll pay attention to that from now on. 1-up. Personally, I don't care. Like when I pick up 1-up, I don't care about the fungi transformation. I typically don't care about even having an extra life. It rarely ever gets used. It's just kind of there as a security blanket. It's fine, but it doesn't really do much other than bring you back to life, which can be good, but still. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna try and care about, or like once this tier list gets packed, I'm probably not gonna be like meticulously arranging things. I'm probably just gonna give them a general position. Yeah, like you said. I mean, this is obvious. That goes above Cricket's head. S tier immediately. Magic Mush, one of the best in the game. You know, with the speed up now with Virus, it's a solid B. It's too bad that it doesn't like drop black hearts on touch anymore. Poison touch when you kill enemies. But still, it's great. It counts towards spun, and it's a speed up. I don't think it does it? And I think that goes to, that happens with Serpent's Kiss now. That power kind of like transferred items. Yeah. I'm also gonna say the same thing for Roid Rage. Most of these just general health ups are gonna just go right in C, because health up is obviously good, but it's not like, you want health, but it's so utilitarian that you don't really even think about it. You pick it up and you just keep going. It like rarely are you super excited to see health. Like obviously if you're near death, picking up a health up is great. Same with like raw liver. That's a much better one, but it's still just health. So we'll put it in C. Skeleton Key is solid low tier A, in my opinion. Immediate 99 keys, especially early, can be huge. And I think, you know, Dollar is very similar. I'll put that right in A too. Considering how rare Dollar is, you would think you would see Dollar as much as Skeleton Key or as much as Pyro, but and you gotta play slot machines to see it more often, and I just don't. So yeah, unless you're like a slot machine maniac, it's one of the rarest items in the game. Even so, even when you play the slot machine, you never see that shit. It just doesn't show up. 10 bombs is fine. I mean, do I rank it above getting 1 health up? Yeah, I guess. Transcendence, solid A. I mean, most flight items are gonna be at least A tier, probably. Man, I can feel my voice. Like, I can feel me losing my voice already. I don't usually talk this much. Compass. It's always good to see where stuff's at. Especially if you're trying to avoid most of the map. Low B. This stuff we can just put this stuff, slide it right on in here. All this stuff. Health. I mean, even if some of this stuff gives like shot speed or if it's a luck up, or if it heals 2 hearts instead of 1. Whatever it is, like all these items essentially are the exact same to me. I don't even think about it. Spoon and belt are essentially the exact same. Again, just low B, possibly high C. All those literally are. I'm not surprised. I feel like there was one in there that does something else. Doesn't less than 3 give you shot speed up or something? I don't know. I don't know which one it is because I just don't care really. But yeah, they're all the same to me. Liver's the clearly objectively the better health up. Less than 3 is 1 and full heal. Oh, okay. Well, full health is good, so we can keep that above all the others. Mom's underwear, you know, mom's transformation, mom's transformation is fine. It's not like a transformation I strive to get. And, you know, range can be good sometimes. But it's, you know, whenever you see it pop up in a boss room, it's more depressing than anything. We can stick all these right in here. That, you know, that's not bad. I mean, those flies are obviously gone in an instant, but at least you get something when you pick it up. Tears up again, just solid A. Books are gonna be tricky. I'd say Bible is like mid B. Obviously, the flight every 4 rooms is great. You'd rather have permanent flight, so permanent flight would always rank above Bible. And the bookworm transformation is one of the better transformations, so that gives it points. Book of Belial is one of the better books. I would put Necronomicon probably below Bible. Yeah, Bible's part Seraphim too, which is great. That is true. Poop is, even if you have petrified poop along with it, I mean, you can make bridges with it. It probably deserves to be higher than the range ups, but not really by much. It's a solid high D. Mr. Boom can be really good early. That's usually when you find it too. Drops a lot from Wrath. Wrath, right? Wrath is the bomb mini boss. I can never get some of their names straight. But anyway, I mean, that's a really good active 2-room charge. That's not bad at all. I would put that mid to low B. Tammy's head just kind of isn't what it used to be because, for one, it doesn't show up at all anymore, it feels like. I mean, when you get it with good stuff, it can be good. I still say, I don't know what I ranked it the last time, but I'm gonna put it, I'll put it again like mid B tier. Bra kind of sucks. I'm gonna put Bra low C. It's got more functionality than Poop, which is in D, so I'm gonna put Bra low C. Kamikaze, great for the Forgotten. Tell you that much. I mean, not regular Forgotten, but Tainted Forgotten. Found that out on a fantastic run. Well, I try to use. I've noticed that when I do have Bra, I don't use it very often, and I've tried to make more use of it just because it doesn't get used much. But yeah, you're right. Poop gets used every single room almost because it's a 1-room charge. But at the same time, you just use it because of that, and it doesn't provide much utility. Every once in a while you'll get a drop from it, or you can create a bridge, but I still think it's high D. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a grotesque image. It's hard to sit there and watch. So Kamikaze's very situational. When you have bomb immunity, it's amazing. When you have a lot of health and you don't have any bombs, it can be good, but it's rare that happens, because it feels like you always find Kamikaze early and you don't have much health along with it. Yeah, I wouldn't argue about Brawl being lower. I'm gonna leave it there though. I think that's where it deserves to be. Kamikaze's probably high D. I could see it being in low C too. Yeah, let's put it in low C above Bra. Mom's Pad probably worse than Mom's Bra. I don't know. It's debatable. I guess it depends on what effect you like better. The petrification from the Bra is, I like that. What does Pad do? Is it fear? Which is fine too. I mean, it's debatable. They could probably be swapped. Oh, spawns a fly too. I don't think I realized that. Bob's Rotten Head could, I mean, it's because of poison, it would be above Mr. Boom, but it's pretty much in the same exact area. They're even the same charge now, right? Bob's Rotten Head used to be 3, but now it's 2. And I think the fact that you can throw it and it explodes on contact is pretty good. I like that very much. Oh, the fly was in one of the recent patches. Okay. I don't think I realized that. Teleport. Whenever I see teleport, I usually already have something better because it's just an item I don't ever really use. If I do have it, if I do have it and use it, it's probably because I started with it with Eden. Part Bob. That gets a big shrug from me. What's up, RoboFern? How's it going, man? Teleport we can put in high D probably. I mean, it has its uses, but I don't use it very much. Yumheart really is character dependent. I mean, well, not really even character dependent. It just depends on if you have some red hearts. Can be huge if you have habit and you find demon beggars or a blood bank or something. That can be real big. So we can put that above all the health ups. Yeah, man, you got here on the ground floor. You're here early. Get to see all the good stuff. According to item description, apparently Yumheart heals other players in multiplayer. Yeah, that's something that is completely foreign to me. I've not attempted 1 second of multiplayer. So that's out of my realm. Luckfoot is B tier, low B. Actually, I don't know, that might be high B because of the fact that you get good pills with it. And it's a luck up. Yeah, Luckfoot's good. High B is good. High B is not a bad place to be. Pun intended. PhD goes higher because PhD I think is A tier because of the extra money from blood banks and the full heal. Um, Doctor's Remote is kind of in the exact same vein as Bob's Rotten Head and Mr. Boom. Just a controllable epic fetus every 2 rooms, which is fine. Piercing, one of the best tier effects. Not quite as good as homing. Well, I don't know. That's arguable. I don't want to put it in S though, because it's pretty much just piercing, but that can be really good. Shoop. Shoop is usually pretty good just by itself, and it synergizes with stuff pretty well. If you have like 9-volt or AAA battery, it's so nice to be able to use it every single room. For now, let's just put it in high B. Steven, it's pure damage, never see it anymore. But still, that gets it a place right alongside Blood of the Martyr. Same with, I'd say Pentagram is probably a little bit higher just because of the increased Devil Deal chance you get along with it. Pure damage is always a good thing. Steven doesn't exist. Not anymore, he doesn't. I really think I think that was a mistake to take Steven out of the gold chest pool. Maybe that's just me, but I miss seeing Steven in that pool. Dr. Fetus is a tough one. It's so strong, but it can be suicidal if you're not careful with it. But I do like it. I think it deserves to be in like maybe top of the B. Sometimes you kind of groan when you see it just because it overrides a lot of stuff, but when you get a bunch of bomb synergies with it, especially if you get Bobby bombs, man, it's nice. Yeah, I agree. Steven should be a 50-50 chance between Steven and Little Steven. It's like 99 times out of 100 it feels like it's Little Steven. It really should be 50-50. I think that's a good point. Magneto is underrated as hell, especially now that they added the ability to just like remotely open chests with it is so good. I think Magneto's super underrated in his high B. Yeah, great for spike chests for sure. Mapping is always great. It's not as good as some of the other like offensive items. It's just a map, but it's still, seeing the map is great. Mid to low B tier. Mom's Eye is... Rarely am I excited to be able to shoot, like, even if I have OP tiers or something, I generally don't care about being able to shoot my tiers in the other direction. And more often than not, it can just be dangerous. I think it goes in D tier. That's highly personal opinion, but I just don't like it. I think 1-Up is getting a bad rap here. I think 1-Up needs to be moved a little bit higher, maybe even low C. Let's put 1-Up up there. I'm probably going to be doing that a lot, just like reshuffling items. Once I see certain items like next to other items, I'm like, that item's probably better than that. I'll probably be doing that a lot. Lemon Mishap. I really think Lemon Mishap's puddle should be the size of Lemon Party. The puddle size is too small, and you rarely ever have Lemon Mishap with the cork to make it big. So I don't know. Would rather have poop? Yeah. Yeah, lemon mishap just, I mean, unless you're, it usually works best very early, especially in those rooms where you have like the Isaac clone looking enemies running towards you. That's when it's used as like best practice, just because usually your tears and your damage aren't great, and that can really help in a pinch. But that's about it. It's in the same area here. It's I kind of want to put it in low C, but high D will work for now. Just went into a room with lemon mishap. It's common, man. It's a common starting item. You see it a lot early. Which one is this? Distant Admiration, or I can never. Is this Forever Alone or Distant Admiration? I can't remember. Pizza's Healed, thank you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope your stream went well. Hope Isaac's treating you well. This is Distant Admiration. Okay. I prefer Forever Alone, the red fly that is a closer orbit. But this one's good too. I'd put this in low B. If your tears suck, it's a good offensive item. Was peeking on my tier list. We have very different tier preferences. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'll come up with a lot more stuff. I mean, we only have like 740 more items to go, or 640 more to go. Book of Shadows, one of the better books. I'd probably put it. I might put Book of Shadows low A. One of the few A tier books. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear you're sick, dude. That sucks. Hope you feel better, man. No, Jorgen, we're not doing trinkets. It's just strictly items, like all the stuff that you can pick up and check off the item lists under the stats menu. That's all we're doing. My voice has been cracking and awful all stream. I feel like mine's doing that already, but it's just because I'm talking so much. I'm not used to just constantly talking, and when I do that, my voice starts to wither very quickly. I can already feel it happening. I'm almost all the way through my water already because my voice is like hurting. Ladder is an item that I constantly undervalue. I like, more often than not, I see it in the shop and I don't take it, and that's probably a mistake. I just always feel like I should save my money for something better. But it's got good use. There's a lot of good uses for ladder. We can put that in low B. Maybe high C. I don't know. That one might be getting moved around later. Charm of the Vampire, because it's a damage up now. Not a huge damage up, but a damage up nonetheless. We'll be putting that in high B. It's much better than it used to be. Ladder is guaranteed flight. Yeah, that's true. You pick up ladder and you're almost guaranteed to find some sort of flight item. The healing is very good with Charm of the Vampire. It's true. Battery is also... Battery is like one of those items in the shop that is not always useful, but it's one that I almost always try and buy. Even if I don't have an active, or if I have an active that doesn't have a charge, I'll usually buy it just for the future. It's a good investment. I don't know if I want to put it in this will be interesting to go back and look at my old tier list and see where I put the same items and see how differently I respect them or disrespect them. Yeah, double charge is great. I almost feel like this should be low A. Yeah, we'll put battery low A. I mean, that's highly personal preference. I like triple shot a lot. It didn't get buffed or anything. It's just I just like it. Steam sale is got to be low A too. Getting cheap shop items, especially early, is great. Anarchist Cookbook is arguably the worst book. So we'll put that. I mean, it still counts for Bookworm, which is huge. So we can still put it in B. And plus, you know, if you don't have bombs, if you're not finding bombs, it can come in handy. It's anarchy, as the name suggests, but if you're good about leaving the room and coming back in and shoving bombs around to try and place them where you want, it's tedious, but you can get the job done. It's fine. Hourglass is another item I just don't really use a lot. I mean, just give me a stopwatch. Give me a broken watch. I don't use hour, especially because it doesn't last the whole room. It's just like timed, which hey, it's an hourglass. I get it. So I'm gonna put it in C tier, probably below Yumheart. What's the reasoning behind B tier My Reflection with the buff changes? Well, I feel like I had My Reflection in like D tier last time, but I think high to mid B tier for My Reflection is, I mean, that's a good place to be. I like My Reflection too. The damage up, the huge range up, I think it's really good. I mean, you know, depending on what you have, sometimes you don't want to take it just because if you have like, I don't know, if you have bad range and Dr. Fetus or something, maybe you don't want to take it. But yeah, I like My Reflection a lot better than it used to be. Yeah, Ipecac My Reflection is not good. Maggie can just go right here. These two are literally the exact same thing to me. Even if they technically aren't, maybe there's a slight difference. Maybe one has a little bit more damage, maybe the other one has better tiers. Doesn't matter. They're the exact same. I almost want to put Tech in S tier because I really, really love Tech 1. It's got so many fun synergies. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Tech in low S tier. I really, really like Tech. Yeah, I wouldn't argue. In fact, that's what I just did. I put it in S tier. Chocolate milk is an item. I have a weird relationship with this item, just because it's usually good. I just don't like charging up for one tier. It feels like a weaker Cursed Eye even when I know it isn't. But Cursed Eye, you charge up and you shoot like 5 tiers. This one, you charge it up all the way and you just shoot 1. It feels like you're getting cheated, but you're obviously not because it's a giant damage. And being able to destroy poops and fires super quick just by mashing the button with chocolate milk is nice. I'd say this probably goes mid to high B for me. Yeah, I'd say that's a good place for it. Growth hormones is easy A. Mini Mush is like high B. It's probably up here. I mean, it's probably up here with Roid Rage and Virus now. It's a really good speed up. Makes you tiny. I like it. Rosary is very good now that it's a tiers up. I don't mind that it forces you to It forces the Bible to show up. I don't mind that at all. 3 soul hearts and a tears up. I mean, it's hard to argue against it being an A. Do I think it's better than Flight? I feel like Transcendence should be maybe higher than that. Yeah, we'll see. Man, I really dislike Cube of Meat and Ball of Bandages now. It's so funny how the dynamic has changed from Afterbirth to Repentance in terms of using orbitals offensively. Nowadays, in Repentance, it's something I don't really even ever do. They got nerfed so hard that they essentially are strictly like tier blockers now, and that's it. Even if my build sucks and my stats are bad, I don't really use Cube of Meat and Ball of Bandages offensively. It's sad what they did to them. That being said, I mean, being able to stack them for Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy and Bandage Girl is really good because those items are super, super good. So I would still put them in like low B. The potential's there. Yeah, the only reason I'm putting it in B is because of the Meat Boy transformation. So Bandage Girl's essentially just going to be in the exact same spot. In fact, well, I'll put it there when I get to it. Make sure this is okay. So now the tier list is getting so packed that you can't really even see what item is next. I'll try and be mindful of scrolling down and scrolling back up so you can see what's coming next. Quarter is just, it's solid. Obviously, I would be insane to put it in A tier. Dollar belongs there, but I think it's high B. I'll put it right there with Magneto. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Meat Boy or Cube of Meat and Ball of Bandages, because it's like I feel like they should just be somewhere else, because it like you said, it robs you of a boss item. And is it better than, lipstick or underwear or high heels? Yes. But I'd rather have the chance at something else other than walking into a room with famine and knowing that I'm gonna get a cube of meat. It's such a bummer. Anyway, PhD is A tier. We're gonna put PhD right around here. The full heal, the extra money from blood banks, good pills. How can you put it any lower than that? X-ray vision, I love. I absolutely love X-ray vision. Not having to, even when you have Curse of the Lost, it's perfect for that. You'll always find secret rooms with it. It's not like Blue Map where if you do have Curse of the Lost, it's worthless. And I think X-ray vision is just pretty much it's underrated. I think it's low A. I think it's easily low A. Unicorn horn. I mean, if you put Book of Shadows in A, why wouldn't you put Unicorn Horn right around it? I mean, it has one more charge than Book of Shadows, but it can be used offensively. I think it goes in A right with it. Right there with Book of Shadows. Doesn't it last less time? I don't think so. I think they last about the same. Like Book of Shadows, Power Pill, the Unicorn Stump, Unicorn Horn, they all last about the same. Yeah, but I mean, you can't use tears with it, but you can run into enemies and do even more damage. It's 10 seconds for the book, really? Why did I think that book didn't last that long? Maybe I'm thinking strictly of power pills and feels like I'm walking on sunshine, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, in that case then, I mean, book is obviously ahead of it, but still, it's around the same spot. Yeah, Polaroid Shield, maybe I'm thinking of that too. Book of Revelations is one of the better books. It loses points for summoning horsemen as bosses if you use it before the boss room, but I typically try and steer clear of that, and it's, I mean, health regeneration in book form is great. We'll put that, we'll put it up here, a few spots ahead of Shadows. Mark is great, damage and health. Pact is great, tears and damage. Like how can you argue against that? Probably put it above Pentagram. 9 lives is great. Obviously, any Guppy item is going to get huge points because it's a Guppy item. It counts towards the transformation. That's a tough one. Let's see. Guppy would probably be A tier. I mean, 9 lives, having 9 lives literally is fantastic. It can really help you out in a lot of different situations. You can exploit those 9 lives to, like, you know, leave health laying around on the floor and use it for a sack room or something. It's 8. I'd say a 9 lives is A tier, especially with the Guppy transformation. So let's put it up there. Lord of the Pit is fantastic. Speed up plus flight. So that's got to be, I'm gonna we'll put it ahead of, obviously, Transcendence. It's ahead of that. Plus you get sweet wings. You get sweet devil wings with it. It's above raw damage, but below the damage that also gives you other stuff. I don't know, man. This is tough. Having flight is like one of the best things in the game. Like, why would I put that lower than any of this other stuff? We'll put it there. And maybe Transcendence needs to be higher too. The nail is really good. It got nerfed. It only gives you a half a heart now, but it's still very nice to be able to smash rocks with it. Am I taking into account its cost? Not really. I mean, I think obviously Transcendence is free most of the time. And Lord of the Pit is 2 hearts, which I think is totally worth it. I mean, some Devil Deal items, you see how much it costs, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should take that. And some of them, you just don't care. You're like, yeah, I mean, I know it's 2 hearts, but I gotta take it. And Lord of the Pit is one of them, just because flight is so important. I gotta turn off, sorry about that. Gotta turn off Facebook so those notifications don't come through. That was me. Sorry. Okay, so nail. I gotta put it up here with, I mean, it's part Leviathan transformation, which is great because that gives you flight and health. It's one of the better transformations. So I'll put it up here just alongside Book of Revelations. Shovel. Now that it works like AWAS and you can pretty much guarantee trapdoors with it, like crawl spaces, Shovel definitely gets a bump. I have no idea where it was at last time, but I think it deserves to be probably like mid B. I'll put it like mid B below Tammy's head. Deck of cards is good. A card every 6 rooms is strong. Cards are great. We can put this kind of mid to high B in front of Book of Belial. Yeah, I think that's fine. Monstrous Tooth is fine. It definitely packs a punch. I mean, it's good against bosses. It's kind of like a slightly weaker 3-room High Priestess, essentially. I would put that low B. I probably get more use out of it than Anarchist Cookbook. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. Loki's Horns, I generally I feel about Loki's Horns the same way I feel about Mom's Eye. I typically don't really even care about shooting in all the cardinal directions, let alone just behind me. And for that reason, Loki's Horns is an item that I typically, whenever I see it, I just kind of groan. Especially if you get it from a Demon Beggar. I hate getting Loki's Horns from a Demon Beggar. Just because the potential to get something so much better is there. And when you get Loki's Horns, it's such a bummer. I'm going to put it... I mean, it's just slightly better than being able to shoot just behind your head. So it's D for me. D tier. I bet there's people out there that put Loki's Horns in like A tier. And I have no idea why. It's like the only good synergy with it is like Brimstone or something. Or if you have homing. If you have homing and high luck, then maybe Loki's Horns is pretty good. But that's such a rare situation to be in. Yeah, same here, Galvior. It seems like every time I see Loki's Horns, I either have something already that it would be bad with, or I pick it up and then I get something it would be bad with later. Little Chub is fine. It'd be cool if he and Big Chub counted for some sort of transformation. And it actually does decent damage. I would put Lil Chub like mid to low B. I like Lil Chub. Spider Bite is also good. Slowing down enemies is a great tier effect to have. I would also put that in B tier. Where in B though? Probably maybe above, maybe right there below Tammy's head. I like Spider Bite. It's part Spider Baby transformation too, which is, you know, that's a transformation you don't see very often, but the Small Rock is an item where, you know, you get, it gives you a tears down, but it's one of those items that you don't care that it gives you a tears down. If your speed already sucks, you take it because it's tears and damage, which is fantastic. So that's got to go up here with these. Because of the speed down, it's not in the same vein as Pact, obviously, but it still gets to share the same space. Spelunky hat I like a lot now. What did... It's funny, Spelunky hat, now it lets you... Or Spelunk... I call it Spelunky hat, but it's Spelunker hat. It used to... What did it used to do? Because I know now it will show you like 2 rooms ahead and it'll show you secret rooms. It's really good. But I feel like it used to be not so good, right? What did it used to do? Anybody know? Is that all that it did? It used to only show you what's in the next room. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not so great. But I feel like it's a lot better now. I have no clue. I should have prefaced this. I should have said this at the beginning. But I did not take a look at my other tier list before doing this. I have not looked at my old tier list in a very long time. So I really have no clue what I used to rate these items. But I can't imagine I rated Spelunker hat higher than C. It was probably like high C. But I'd probably put it in above Compass. Do I want to put it above Map? I think I do. I think it belongs there. Up near X-Ray, really? I mean, being able to see stuff in the map and secret rooms is pretty good. Still got to use bombs for it, though. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it there. I still think that's a good spot for it. Super Bandage is pretty good. It's probably one of the only B tier health ups. But I mean, why would I give... It's Super Bandage, correct me if I'm wrong, is it 1 red heart and 2 soul hearts? Or is it 2 red hearts and 1 soul heart? I can't remember. I mean, regardless, it's objectively better than all the stuff that's in C. It's 1 red and 2 soul? Okay. I guess, I'm gonna put it at the very end of B. Game Kid is another one of those items that I know it's good. I mean, it's obviously... I don't know why I don't equate it. I don't know why I don't put it on the same level as the unicorn horn. I mean, I should. It's essentially the same exact thing, except you can heal from it when you kill enemies, which I guess puts it like 1 spot above unicorn horn. But it's funny, whenever I see it, I don't really feel anything. I don't get super excited about it, but it's just like one of those quiet A tier items. The functionality's there. It's good for certain things, but it's just like it doesn't even register in my brain that it's good when I see it. It's weird. It fears the enemies, so I guess that's a downside. Yeah, I suppose you could say that. It is fun to kill enemies while you're in that state, though. Sack of pennies is fine. Free pennies are good. Maybe like... I feel like B tier is too high. Above Yum Heart, below Boom, I guess. Yeah, mid to high C is fine. Regular Robo Baby is good. Way better than Robo Baby 2.0. One of the better familiars. Has there even been a familiar on this tier? Oh, Bobby and Maggie. But that's it. So Robo Baby. in honor of RoboFern, we'll put him. S is a little. S is reaching. We'll put him. We'll put him mid B. I think mid B is a good place to be. Little Chad is controversial. Above Chub, are you talking about Robo Baby or Chad? Yeah, the spectral laser is really good. Yeah, I suppose, I don't know. I'd probably put Chad just below Chub. Because there are times when Chad can be absolutely worthless, and much like Cube of Meat, it feels like he steals a boss item slot. So low B, I guess. Yeah, you're right. He can be either completely worthless or the best thing in the world. So Book of Sin is used to be much better. But it's still good. It's still a do I like it better than Book of Belial? Yeah, I guess. I guess it's probably like high B. Like right on the verge of A tier, but not quite. Relic is Soul Heart every 6 rooms. It's hard not to put it just like right above Book of Revelations. It's really good. Another item that feels like it steals a boss item slot is Lil Gish. Usually when I encounter Gish, it's a lot more rare, it seems, these days, but I just get sad knowing that I'm guaranteed to get Little Gish from the boss instead of just something random. But it's fine, you know, the tiers that slow down enemies are good. It's not better than Robo Baby, but I would still put it like, I'd put him low B. He's definitely better than Bobby or Maggie. Little Steven is great, especially since they tweaked homing. He can pretty much guarantee hits on stuff now. Little Steven is turned into one of the best familiars. Well, one of the better ones. I would put him... Yeah, I would put him above Robo Baby. Not like super far ahead of him, but kind of in the same neighborhood, but above him. Halo is great. It's health and all stats. It's not a huge all stats up, but it's really good. I'd probably be insane to put it below all these damage ups. But still, I'd still put Flight above it. Halo's really good. Bottle of Pills is not bad. I mean, it can be bad if the pill pool sucks, but it's fun. It's fun to just get a random pill every now and again, and if you get placebo and find a pill with jar of pills, then or a bottle of pills, it's not bad. Oh, you're talking about Halo? Yeah, Halo's 1 part Seraphim, so that's good. Bottle of Pills, I would say, I mean, it's got more functionality than like Anarchist Cookbook. It doesn't belong higher than B. It probably gets more functionality than Necronomicon, but probably not more than the Bible for me. Let's just split them up and put it right there. I don't know. I think I'd rank Bible over it just for obviously for flight. Oh yeah, it's just because we haven't gotten to the F tier items yet. There will definitely be stuff in F tier. That's for sure. Yeah, a 6-room charge for 1 pill it's a lot. I get it though. Let's see how many more we have to go. Oh, a fucking shitload. Excuse me. Okay. Common cold is good. I mean, Pinky Eye is one of my favorite trinkets, and this is just the item. This is just the passive item version of Pinky Eye. So I would put this. I'd put this high B. Do I put it above chocolate milk? Probably not. I think right here is a good spot for it. Love poison tears. Ever since they increased poison's capability, it's much better. Remember when poison tears used to really suck and not do anything? That was depressing. It was such a good change where they modified and buffed poison tears. Parasite's really good. It can be super fun with certain items. Remember that build the other day when I had Eye of the Occult and on who was it? On Tainted Azazel, I think, or was it regular Azazel? I can't remember, but I ended up getting that and Homing and Parasite, and it got real crazy. And Parasite can do some silly stuff. It's a very fun item to pick up and see what synergies happen with it. I would put it in A. I would put it yeah, can crash the game. That's always fun. I would put it up. I don't know if I'd put it above the tears ups or above health, but yeah, it's fun. It's up in A, mid A. D-Sex. D-Sex. I can tell where my mind's going. D6 is obviously very good. Once Isaac starts with D6, then your run's just the world is your oyster, you know. But where to put it? It's A. It's easily A tier. Being able to roll items is such a huge benefit. We'll put it up here. Above the raw damage, but below the damage that also does other stuff. Mr. Mega's good. Five bombs, and then your bombs get the properties of having like giant explosions. Do I think it's better than the rechargeable actives? Probably not, but probably right below them. We can put Mr. Mega right there. I think that's fine. Getting 5 bombs, anytime you pick up any bomb item that has, like, you know, properties like poison or sad bombs, stuff like that, getting 5 bombs is always usually a good thing, especially if you get them early. It's such a nice luxury to have that many bombs. Shears are obviously great. It's a boss killer for most of the run. Aren't those 3 items all next to each other the Wrath Pool? Yeah, I think so. It's pretty much where they deserve to be, all clumped next to each other. Shears is A. I'm just trying to figure out where it goes. This is very powerful. And plus, Shears gives you flight, which is always great. Shears can go up here above triple shot, I think. It is typically an item that I personally almost always just use for bosses. But I mean, if you can find batteries for it, or if you're early on a floor and you come across a room where you need flight, it's also great. It's like a way better Bible. So yeah, I think it belongs in mid A. Wafer is fantastic. Wafer deserves to be like high A. I'm kind of tempted to put it in S, honestly. I should probably put it in S. If you have full health, if you have 12 hearts, it doubles your health. I mean, how is that? How can you? Yeah, it's S tier. I'll put it above tech. Can I argue one, or is that just too annoying? No, feel free. If you feel passionate about where an item should be, yes, speak your mind. I don't care. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I mean, I know that a lot of these items, there are some people that do not agree at all with where I'm putting them. So D doesn't work for my character. Yeah, I mean, on a character like Tainted Eden, Wafer is virtually worthless. But on everybody else, well, except for Lost and Tainted Lost, pretty much everybody else, it's great. Money equals power is situational, but it is fantastic. Yeah, Keeper, it's not good either. That's true. Money equals power is fantastic. Would probably put it alongside these other damage items. I mean, you're required to have money for it, but once you start getting money, man, it starts getting real good. Above all other damage, I could see that. I mean, putting it over here like above Halo, but before Lord of the Pit. Maybe even above it, high A. I'll put it right there. I think that's a good spot for it. I feel D6 has to be higher than Halo, regularly improving multiple pickups for half the run. Well, see, it doesn't always. I mean, if you're considering as a baseline that all these items are like, you're coming from the point of view that I'm just always using Isaac, then D6 would be like S tier. But I'm trying to picture these in just a general sense of like not actually starting with any of these items, but just finding them along the way. If you find D6 in the basement, it probably is like the value of it shoots up huge. But if you find D6 in like depths 2 or beyond, it loses its value tremendously. I mean, it's a great item. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't argue with you for putting it in. If you want to put D6 in S, I get it. I mean, that's fine. That's just personally where I think it should go. Why is Pentagram higher than growth hormones and the Mark? It probably shouldn't be. I guess I put it there just because of the increased Devil Deal chance. But I mean, Devil Deal chance is probably a thing of the past that is like, you probably want Angel Deals now anyway. That's the meta. If it were Afterbirth, maybe I would keep it there. But yeah, I guess it should go. I guess Pentagram should go below them. Yeah, Pentagram does give you the extra Devil Deal chance. It's not a ton, it's not huge, but it does help. Increases both what? Oh, it does? I don't know. I thought it only increased devil chance. Well, if that's the case, I don't know, maybe it should be there. Well, let's just leave it where it was then. If it increases both. That's pretty good. I gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll leave it there then. Mom's Contact is very good. It's better than Spider Bite. It's probably up here with Common Cold. It's probably better than Common Cold, I would say. I always really like seeing Mom's Contact. Yeah, the Petrified properties are really good. IB. I feel like maybe I should put it even higher than that. Maybe it's A tier. Yeah, I think it's probably like up here with Parasite in A. Yeah. Bean. Bean, at least, I mean, you can use Bean. It does something. You can say that for it. Bean is S tier. I wouldn't argue with that. No, I probably would. I'd say we'll put Bean down here above. I definitely use it more than Kamikaze and Bra. We'll put it down here in low C though. Is this Guardian Angel or is it Sworn Protector? They both I've never been able to tell the difference. And it does, like, they both are essentially the same to me. Even if they both do different things, those two items are completely the same to me. Think it's Angel? Okay. Well, Guardian Angel. Maybe low B, maybe? It's a fine orbital. Usually when I see it in an Angel deal, I wish it was anything else. Maybe not Dead Sea Scrolls or Breath of Life, but it speeds up your orbitals, which, yeah, I mean, I don't really even care about that. Yeah, maybe it should go C because, I mean, I don't really care about it. Maybe just like high C below Skatol. That is a good thing. It gives you a part of two different transformations. Two good transformations. Speaking of conjoined, Demon Baby. I still don't really like Demon Baby that much. He's fine. He's grown on me. I like it better than I used to, I think. He's better than Bobby or Maggie. He's better than Lil Chad. He's not better than Robo Baby. So we'd have to put him in here somewhere. I'll just put him above Chad. Yeah, he's a rapid fire baby, but his range is very limited. He's got to be, the enemy's got to be close. Mom's Knife is S tier. It's no question. Mom's Knife has to go high S because it can. There's no item in the game that will completely turn the run around from a loss to a win like Mom's Knife will. easily high S. Ouija board is, I'd say Ouija board is up there with, I'd say it's up there in the same vein as Cupid's Arrow with piercing. I'd probably put it behind, I'd rather have piercing, but Spectral Tears are great. Actually, I might put it down here a little bit. You'd say mid A? Yeah. It does, yeah. Which is why I'm keeping it above all the other damage ups. Ouija board deserves to be in high A, I think. Yeah, it is for sure. 9-volt is really good. I like 9-volt a lot, especially if you have something like if you have candles or shoop, anything that's like a 1 or 2 charge item. 9-volt is 9-volt's huge. 9-volt can be so good. Yeah, compost. Compost with 9-volt and battery is insanely good. So we'll put that. It's probably. Is it better than battery? Do I just put them there together and say they're pretty much the same? I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll just leave it there. I think that's a fine place for it. I'm not gonna try and get too meticulous because this will take forever. It's already taking forever, but I mean, I want to try and be a little judgy, but I don't want to take too long. Battery better more often. Yeah, I can see that, especially because the majority of the items you take with you are probably like more than 2 room charges, especially when you get like 4, 5, 6 charge items, which seem to be more prevalent. Battery's definitely better. But hey, a 3-room charge mom's box is nothing to sneeze at. Yes, car battery is the item that uses the active item twice. So for example, for mom's box, car battery would drop 2 trinkets instead of just 1. Dead bird, I'm really low on items where you have to get hit in order for them to proc. Those are like some of my least favorite kinds of items. Dead bird is D tier. I'd probably put it below lemon mishap. We'll just put that there. No, obviously brimstone is up here. I mean, it's more fun than knife, so we gotta put it higher than knife, right? Brimstone, yeah, brimstone's one of the best items in the game. It's not even a question. Blood bag is almost always nice to see. The speed up is great. The health up is nice. Especially if you have like 6 hearts and you've been really plugging away on the blood bank, and then you get the blood bag and it gives you like a full heal plus speed plus another heart. It's always so nice. Yeah, the synergies with brimstone are just way more fun than knife too. Blood bag is gonna go up here with all the other speed ups that also give you other stuff. Maybe, do I want to put it above Bible? Yeah, I think I'll put it right there. Yeah, it is. It's really good. Thin-Odd Mushroom has gotten much better. Running Cake, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Oh man, Exmodime, hang on one second. I forgot to open up, I forgot to log into my bot. I don't know how that happened. My placement of everything got so out of whack that I completely forgot to do that. Let me do that real quick and the Discord link will work. Hang on a second. Okay, go ahead and do exclamation point Discord again. What changes were made to Thinod Mushroom? I think like it doesn't give you as harsh of a damage down, right? The damage multiplier is not as harsh as it used to be. And the tears up with it is great. It's a huge tears up. I take it, depending on the build, I take it nearly every single time I see it, and I'm usually happy with the results. And especially if you get Thinod Mushroom on like Keeper or Tainted Keeper, it's like the best item in the game. It's crazy how good it is. The damage multiplier, like the negative damage multiplier, is not great. I agree, but I still think the tears is good enough for it to be. I probably wouldn't put it above number 1 in A tier, but I probably would put it in A tier. I'd put it low A. I'd do the same. I'd probably do the same with Fat Odd Mush too. I would put it obviously higher. The damage up is great. The health addition is great. Speed down hurts, but you know, same situation with Small Rock. The benefits far outweigh the drawbacks. So I would put that. I would put it up here with Steven. Maybe not above Flight. I feel like every time I look at Transcendence, I'm like surprised it's not higher. I should put it higher. I should put it up here with Lord of the Pit, just behind Lord of the Pit. Flight is too good. Whore of Babylon is very situational, but it's very good if you can proc it. What does Fungi even do besides just give you 1 heart? Does it do anything else? That's it, right? Fungi is just a health up, and it gives you a toad hat. And that's it. Oh, it's also a size up. Okay. Well, S tier. Forgive me. What's up, Monday? Yeah, we finished unlocks yesterday. Got Dead God yesterday. We have moved on to the tier list. Transformation tier list time. I could probably do that off the top of my head, really. Guppy, Leviathan, Seraphim, Bookworm, Spun, Conjoined, everything else. I'm sure I've forgotten something in there. It's a funny pun, that's true. Whore of Babylon, speed and damage when you get it to proc. It's got to go up here with this stuff. It's really good. Yeah, I would put Spun above Bookworm, I think. Monster Manual is pretty good. I don't think it's better than Book of Belial, just because it can kind of be a crapshoot. You can spawn bad familiars with it, but it doesn't happen super often just because there's not a lot of them. I'd put it above Necronomicon for sure. Do I want to put it above Bible? I'm just gonna put it here with Bible. Monster Manual doesn't get enough respect. You're probably right. I probably undervalue it. What's up, Ricky? What is 65 and 7? What is that in reference to? Oh, are you talking about the football game? I saw where it was almost halftime and it was like 38-7. I was like, yikes. I don't need to tune into that one. What a absolute lopsided blowout. Makes me feel bad for TCU fans. Anyway. Dead Sea Scrolls. I know that people like Dead Sea Scrolls, but I just don't ever use it when I pick it up. And I usually just touch it to not see it again. A huge waste of an angel deal. It's such a bummer to see it in an angel room. Yeah, crazy that like they've been in the contention for a national title for the longest time. They're always a great team, and then winning it back to back, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, this gets, I mean, this is D. It's got potential. Like it can do good stuff, but like I never use it. I'm tempted to put it in F, but I'm not. I know that the potential's there. That's why I'm keeping it in D. Are the items within each tier also ranked? Yes, I'm trying to put them in order from like top left to bottom right in terms of my preference. So just left to right. I'm trying to loosely rank them within tiers. Yeah. Bobby Bombs is good. I like the homing bombs a lot. I'd probably put it above Mr. Mega. Probably even above Bob's Rotten Head, maybe? Because if you can find Bobby Bombs with Dr. Fetus, that's such a fun synergy. Razorblade. It's nice to start with Razorblade as Eve, so you can proc Cora Babylon, but other than that, Razorblade is also one of those items I just don't ever use with anybody. Categories should be sucks, okay, good, hell yeah. And they kind of are. That's what they are, essentially. Yeah, seeing that in a Devil Deal is also a bummer. So Razorblade gets maybe high D, I guess. Forget Me Now is great. Love being able to redo a floor. It's a bummer because it feels like half the time you find Forget Me Now, you have an active item that you want to keep. So it's really a struggle to whether or not you want to use it. But doing another floor is fantastic. Forget Me Now, I would put in low A, down with X-Ray Vision and Steam Sale. It can also be like just a huge waste if the floor doesn't pan out, you know, but the chance is great. So Forever, I can't remember which one we've already done. This is either Forever Alone or Distant Admiration. This is Forever Alone, right? Because the first one we did was Distant Admiration. It's better than Distant Admiration. I would actually honestly put this probably up here in front of Little Steven. It might be my favorite Fly Orbital. Honestly, Friend Zone would probably be right there with it now. Friend Zone is really good. It's just a little bit too fast, but still does great damage. Lard. The massive speed down from Lard, like all it does is give you 2 health, but like massive speed down. It probably goes below all the other health ups. It's probably low C. That speed down is too brutal. What one do you prefer, red or blue fly? I'm on mobile and missed it. I prefer the red one. Pony is great. Free curse rooms. Free spike chests. Coke or Pepsi fly. That's essentially what the choice is. Although if that's really what it was, I would choose Pepsi fly. I'm a rare breed. I'm a Pepsi head. Although I love Coke. Take that sound bite and do something with it. Lard does not give you Stompy effect. That's Thunder Thighs. Which is great. Thunder Thighs is definitely higher because of that fact. Wait a second. You like to mix and match with cum and Pepsi, huh? Wait a second. that's all right. No problem, TZ. Mini Mush under Lard. Is it really? No, that's one up. That's not Mini Mush. Mini Mush is up here in B with the syringes. Been defending being a Pepsi guy forever? Hell yeah, Convict. Right there with you, man. Okay, so Pony's fantastic. It's A tier for sure. I would probably put it up with these other actives. It's permanent flight, but you have to give up an active spot for it. But it's so good. It's tough. Yeah, I think right there is a good spot for it. Oh yeah, White Pony is objectively better. It's way better. Especially now that it is somehow only a 2-room charge, which is ridiculous. Yeah, White Pony is way better. The speed up, yeah, the speed up is super good for it too. Bomb Bag. It's probably better than the Sack of Pennies, but it's still just kind of in the same vein as that sack. Let's put it high C. Yeah, and if you find it early, it's really good. You know, bombs early are very good. Coal is really good. I don't think anybody's going to debate the merits of coal. Especially if you have like tech or brimstone, it synergizes with stuff so well. Where do I want to put coal? Probably up here with common cold, above common cold. Maybe even in A tier. Probably in A tier. Probably up here with Parasite and Mom's Contact, I think. You prefer common cold. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna put it up here, right behind Parasite. Guppy's Paw is fantastic. Any Guppy item is gonna get high marks. I would say it's better than 9 lives. Yeah, it's easily A tier. probably below all the tiers ups and stuff, but just barely below it. So I'll put it right in front of Relic. Guppy's Tail is kind of the same thing. It can be devastating if you don't have any keys, but I think Guppy's Tail has been changed to where it's a lot better about not always dropping gold chests. Like, it can, a lot of times it can drop gray chests and red chests, and it's not as debilitating as it used to be, but it can still be a problem if you don't have keys. I'm gonna put it in the same, pretty much the same area as Guppy's Paw. Maybe like down here. Would I rather have Flight or Book of Revelations or something? Yeah. Ivy Bag's fantastic. I mean, you pretty much kind of have to have red health for it, but it's really good. I'm just gonna... Do I like it better than Blood Bag? I think I do. I think it still stays in B. I'm gonna put it in high B above Book of Sin. It's leading the B pack. PhD better than Guppy's Tail? Yeah, you're probably right. We're getting really nitpicky when we're ranking within tiers, because I bet I could spend all day probably rearranging this stuff. You're probably right. PhD is better than Guppy's Tail. What Guppy items are worse than 9 lives besides Hairball? Probably nothing. I'd say Hairball's the worst of them. No, Guppy's Head is absolutely not worse. Guppy's Head is great. Best Friend. Best Friend is a good bomb item, especially if you're like using bomb items offensively in big crowded rooms. It can be really good because it takes a long time to explode. Enemies are attracted to it, and then it's like a Mr. Mega explosion. It's 3 rooms for it. A 3-room charge is a lot, but it's probably in the same... I would just put it in the same area as all the other bomb items. Just put it behind Bobby Bombs. I don't know. I think it's undervalued. I think it's better than C, especially if you start with it or if you get it early and you don't have bombs. It can be a game changer. Detonator is fine. You can put it. I mean, it's just essentially most of the time Detonator is just 5 bombs. Most of the time you have something that's better than Detonator, and you just pick it up for the bombs and that's it. So I guess we could just put it right here. I wouldn't put it in D tier for the simple fact that it can synergize really nicely with Dr. Fetus. I know that's a rare synergy, but if you get Dr. Fetus and Detonator, it's really fun. Anything else? I think that's it. It can be fun with gold bombs too. You can plant a bunch of gold bombs and just let them off all at once. Stigmata is great. Damage up, health. It's not a huge damage up. I probably wouldn't put it above Steven. I'd put it in between Steven and Fat Odd Mushroom, I think. Is Stigmata a Seraphim transformation? Does it count towards Seraphim? Yeah, I don't think so either. Even if it did, I think that's still a good spot for it. I think I'd leave it there. Mom's Purse is fantastic. Having extra trinket space is amazing. I think, just a heads up, I think I'm going to do... Oh my god, there's so many more items. I think I'm going to just do the next couple rows and then call it a night. So we'll do up to D20, and then that's where I'm gonna end day 1 with D20, and then we'll start day 2 with Harlequin Baby. So Mom's Purse is really good. Extra trinket space is fantastic. We'll put this up above... I'm gonna put it up above Guppy's tail. Yeah, Polyphemus is right there. There's a lot of good stuff in that row too. A lot of good items coming up. Bob's Rotten Head. Bob's Rotten Head is like same spot as Bobby Bombs. We'll just put it right there. I'd probably put Bobby Bombs above it, but just barely. Pageant Boy can be... It's funny. Pageant Boy can be a life changer, but it's also just a complete waste of an item. I think it's C tier. I'd rather have 10 bombs. Pageant Boy's my first F. Like I said, man, if you get Pageant Boy early on Basement 1 or 2 and you're struggling for money and you have you just need a couple more pennies to get that huge item in the shop, it can be pretty good. I think you're right. Maybe I am rating it a little too high, but I don't know. That's just where my gut tells me to put it. Yeah, me too. I've definitely had it completely turn a run around. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name of this item for some reason. What? Scapular. Yes. Okay, god. I don't know why I couldn't think of what it was called. Scapular is... I know people use Scapular a lot for sack rooms, and it's just something that I don't... It's so specifically situational. I barely ever get any good use out of Scapular. But it's... When it's there, when you want to use it for a sack room or something, it's kind of amazing. And yeah, if it's part Seraphim, so I can't put it above C, but I'm gonna put it in C. I'm gonna put it right above 1UP. I think that's a fine place for it. Yeah, I'm usually not either. I'm not typically happy when I see it, because it's just an item that I know it can be used for good, but I never, 99 times out of 100, I never take advantage of it. Yeah, gosh, that's a good point. Would I rather have any of those range ups than Scapular? I probably would. I'll put it above Dead Sea Scrolls and Loki's Horns and Mom's Eye. Okay, that's fine. Speedball will just go up here with the other syringes. Makes the most sense because they're slightly different stats wise, but they're pretty much interchangeable. Honestly, Virus would probably be the better one. Virus should be in the lead. Let's see. Bum friend. Man, I want to put bum friend in D tier. I'm so every time I see bum friend, I just think of like what could have been, what other item I could have gotten instead of bum friend. Yeah, but super bum if super bum showed up like once every 20 runs or once every like 50 or 100 runs, you might have a case. But super bum literally shows up like once every 2,000 runs, give or take. It's just not good enough. I put bum down here with scapular. Probably even below Dead Sea Scrolls, but above the horns and contact. Guppy's head is fantastic. Guppy's head goes above 9 lives, and Guppy's tail and Guppy's paw. I'd put it right in front of Guppy's paw. Let's see. Prayer card. Prayer card is fine. I don't mind it at all. I like the 6-room, every 6-room Eternal Heart. It's essentially like a 12-room health up. You kind of have to use it strategically between floors in order to get the most bang for your buck. It's C tier. It's not higher than C tier, I think. Well, maybe it is, because you can get more than 1 health with it. That's a tough one. Low B, like lowest of B. Put it right past Lil Gish. Yeah, high C wouldn't be a bad place for it. It's probably worse than Skittle. Probably rather have bombs, but I'd rather have prayer card than any of these familiars. Yeah, that's true. An Eternal Heart can be like your 13th hit late in the run. My Notched Axe is fantastic. The rework on Notched Axe is great. Notched Axe deserves to be in A tier, I think. Low A tier. Probably higher than this, honestly. Yeah, it is one of the better item changes for sure. I'd say best item change probably goes to Modem, but that's another debate. Oh yeah, Athame, yeah, absolutely, that's a good change too. But Athame was already good. It was already not bad, but it went from not bad to great. Modem went from like pure shit to super good. Still tend to use other actives over it because I have bombs and it's never used against enemies anyway. True. It's nice to just like, it's a satisfying item. It's physically satisfying to use. Being able to guess where secret rooms are and not be penalized for using it is nice. Like if you just swing it against a wall and it doesn't find a secret room, it doesn't use any charge, which is very helpful. I'd put it right around here. I'd probably put it above 9 lives. Let's put these two above that. I think that's a good spot for it. Take it over. Yeah, I probably would too. I'm not going to spend too much more time thinking about it, but that, just in that general area is a good spot for it. Infestation 1 is, they buffed it to where it gives you way more flies when you get hit. So, I mean, and plus it's part of a transform. What part of transformation is it? Is it Beelzebub? Is Infestation Beelzebub transformation? It's much better than it used to be. Yeah, you have to get hit, but at the same time, like if you have Infestation 1 and you want to play a Demon Beggar or a Blood Bank, you can get so many flies that way, because it seriously gives you like 5 to 10 flies each hit. It's crazy. Infestation, yeah, Infestation 1 with Tainted Maggie is absurd. And with an IV bag is really good too. So we'll put it, I don't think it's better than Guppy's Head. Do I even think it's an A tier item? I think it is. I think it's like absolute end of A tier, creeping on B. Well, I don't know. Do I like it better than the stuff that's in high B? I don't know. I'll put it right. No, not Book of Shadows. I can't remember where that was. I'm gonna put Infestation right behind Dr. Fetus. Ipecac, a tough one. I mean, it's got to be S tier, right? Because Ipecac is infinite bombs. It's giant damage. It's dangerous, but it can pretty much guarantee you a win if you're careful. I think we put Ipecac. Does Ipecac deserve to be an S? I think maybe it's like the highest A tier item. I hate Ipecac. I get it. I if you hate Ipecac, I'm not gonna argue with you. I get it. Tough Love is... Alright, Robofern, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Tough Love is great. Tough Love is an A tier item for sure. I just don't know where I want to put it. Probably above, right in there with the damage ups. Probably right where Horror Babylon is. The teeth are too good. Especially if you're on Lost. Tough Love with Lost when you eventually get perfection is just unbelievably strong. Mulligan is also A tier. Mulligan is great. Mulligan is Dollar General Guppy. I would have to put that above Guppy's Head too, I think. Because that is also part Beelzebub transformation. We'll put it just right there below number 1. Tech 2 is awesome now too. Like they got rid of the damage down from Tech 2, so now it's just tears down, which is fine. I can stomach the tears down from Tech 2. Tech 2 not as good as Tech 1, but still solid A. Tech 2 is solid A. I would put it... Yeah, it's great for that. I would probably put it up here. So I think I'd probably rather have just raw damage before taking Tech 2, but I'm not mad when I see Tech 2. I like it. I like taking it. Quad shot's obviously great. It's obviously better than triple shot, which I have in high A. I might put it just because the sprite is awesome. The sprite, not only do you get an extra tier over triple shot, but it's just a cooler looking item. And plus it's part Spider Baby, right? It's part Spider Baby transformation. The synergies with that are great, also with triple shot, but still. Dr. Fetus and Ipecac basically the same? Not really. Because Ipecac explodes if you don't have Spectral. Ipecac explodes on contact, where Epic Fetus essentially acts like bombs and they're on a timer. Dr. Fetus has bomb synergies, but Ipecac also has bomb synergies. I mean, I wouldn't put Dr. Fetus above it because of that. Chemical Peel's nice. Chemical Peel is just kind of like an item you get and you're like, okay, that's cool. And you don't really think about it much because it doesn't give you actual stats. You don't see the stats go up, but you can feel it. I would put it... I'd probably put it right above Charm of the Vampire. IB, it's fine. I had a Dr. Fetus start the other day and got Brimstone. I was so salty. There was no synergy with that. Oh, yeah. I don't think there used to be. No, I don't think there was ever a synergy with that. I think maybe like when they introduced Brimstone bombs, it took away the synergy. Maybe the synergy used to be like if you had Sad Bombs and Brimstone and Dr. Fetus, it would do like the Tammy's head effect with Brimstone. But then because of Brimstone bombs, they got rid of that, and you have to get Brimstone bombs with Dr. Fetus. So I think that's what happened there. What's up, Data Voodoo? Yeah, we're going by these items are all sorted by item ID, so that's how we're doing it. Yeah, it's if you get Sad Bombs or Brimstone bombs with Dr. Fetus, it's not 100%. It's just like a chance to do that effect. Yeah, Bloodshot Eye is okay. It used to be way worse, but this isn't Bloodshot Eye. This is Peeper. Which, you know, I'm not super crazy about items that bounce around the room. It's probably like high D tier. I can't see myself putting it any higher than that. Habit is great. Habit is A. Why do we skip from D to F? Because I'm kind of treating it just like the American school system grades, how they do grades. So A, B, C, D, F, and then we're kicking in the S tier for the ultimate rank. And there's no grade E, so it just goes A, B, C, D, F. So habit. I mean, you could honestly put habit anywhere in A, and I'd be fine with it. I'll probably put it like right here with PhD and Book of Shadows. It's really good. If you didn't know, Peeper causes left eye to do 35% more damage. Really? So it's kind of in the same vein as Chemical Peel? I had no idea. I'm gonna have to look at Platinum God and look at that description. That's crazy. They didn't want E to stand for excellent. That makes sense. Just get rid of E altogether. Closer to Sty. That's kind of a game changer. I would have to put it higher than D tier if that's the case. Where did I put Chemical Peel? I guess I would have to that would have to shoot up to B tier if that's really the case. Let's put that right above Spider Bite. That's wild. How did I not know that? Probably because I just didn't really pay attention to the description in Platinum God. That's crazy. The trick is to get Peeper and Ice Cream Scoop, 1.5 times damage in the right eye and 35% in the left. Wow. And I guess that makes me realize that I didn't realize that Scooper did that either. So when you use Scooper, you get increased damage in that eye too. How did I not know this? That's kind of a game changer. That's crazy. I look down on Scooper. Whenever I see Scooper, I will almost always take anything else. But now I might be reconsidering that, depending on what the build is. That's crazy. If you use it multiple times in a room, you get multiple peepers. That I knew, but do you get multiple damage ups too? Does the damage multiplier increase? Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it would be pretty good in greed mode. That's crazy. Scoop is the OG baby plum flute. Okay. I'm trying to find that connection. I don't know. Bloody Lust is great. Bloody Lust is easily A tier. Let's put it up here and try to figure out where it goes. Bloody Lust would probably be like up here with all the other damage ups, probably up above it, probably right below Money Equals Power. Because if you have red health, or if you do Samson runs, man, finding a demon beggar or a blood bank is like finding an oasis in the desert, man. It's such a huge benefit to the run. And for the damage up to last for the entire floor is huge. And when you find it with IV bag, when you get Bloody Lust and you have IV bag too, unbelievable combo, super strong. Crystal Ball is also A tier. Crystal Ball is great. It's better than Book of Revelations for sure. I mean, if you don't get health, you'll get a card or something, and it's guaranteed mapping. Crystal Ball is up here too. Crystal Ball is high A. I think that's an appropriate spot for it. Oh, it's better than Fortune Cookie by a mile. The mapping alone just makes it so valuable. Spirit of the Night, another, like, this is just like banger after banger. Spirit of the Night is definitely A tier. It's definitely it's one of the best flight items. We would just go ahead and have to put Dead Dove up there alongside with it. I would put this above, because it's spectral and flight. I would put it in first position in A. Crack the Sky is it's another A tier item. Used to be one of the worst items in the game, but now it's just a boss killer. We'll put it right here with Shears. I think it belongs like just side by side with Shears as boss killers go. Ankh is a waste of an item. It's just right here alongside of. It's worse than 1-Up because it turns you into Blue Baby. Oh yeah, I mean if you have the choice between White Pony and Crack the Sky, it's easily White Pony, easily. Ankh F tier, possibly. You know, I'm not gonna. Well, is this gonna be the first F tier item? It's definitely worse than 1-Up, easily. It's when you don't really want to ever use it to turn into Blue Baby. Like, when do you ever want to take advantage of Ankh except by accident? Yeah, it might be the first F tier item. I don't know. Because it has actual functionality and will prevent you from dying, I'm gonna keep it out of F. But yeah, it's like the lowest D tier item. Yeah, you can use Suicide King with it, that's true. Celtic Cross is very good for playing Blood Banks. Get that shield active every once in a while. Is it worse than 1-Up? Yeah, absolutely. Because it turns you into Blue Baby instead of just reviving you as you are. Celtic Cross, I would say, is kind of in the same vein as... It's probably not as good as Book of Shadows since it's controllable, but I'll put it around here with these other ones. That's fine. Ghost Baby, one of the worst followers. I mean, probably better than Bobby and Maggie because of the spectral tiers, but just barely. That's a fine place for it. Candle, man, Blue Candle I want to put in S tier, but I don't think I can. Yeah, candle carries are like some of the biggest carries you can have early on in the game. Do I like it better than Tech? Do I like it better than Wafer? I don't know. I think I want to put it like right here, right behind Spirit of the Night. And then Red Candle can probably just go right behind it. Because the candles are too good. They're super, super good. Cat of Nine Tails is just another solid A. Great damage up, good speed up. This will go tier speed up, I mean, not regular, not movement speed, shot speed. This can just go like right here with in front of Blood of the Martyr. Right there with quad shot. And D20. D20 is a tough one. It's very situational. It's an item that I like. I like D20, but I don't use it a lot during like a regular run. If I'm just trying to do a run and I'm not trying to break the game or anything, it doesn't get much use out of me. Do I like it better than Necronomicon? Sure. Do I like it better than Bottle of Pills? Maybe. Do I like it better than Bible and Monster Manual? Probably not. I'll put it right here for now. Maybe I'll move it somewhere else. I think that's a good place for it. Yeah, in greed mode, it's great. It used to be way better, but it's still pretty good. But I think it deserves mid B. So, okay, so we still got all these freaking items to go. And that's where I'm gonna call it a night for now. We'll stop there. That's good progress. Put a lot of stuff on the board. And then we can pick this back up tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with everything. I think most of all, I'm surprised we haven't put anything on the F tier yet, which is wild. But there will be. I mean, there's not a whole lot of F tier items, but there'll be some stuff in there. On track for 4-ish days. I'm not surprised. And I'm not gonna stream tomorrow because of Pinball League. But we'll pick this back up on Wednesday. Do you have a YouTube channel? I do. I don't make enough use of it, but I did specifically record this stream separate from actually just streaming it so that I could upload it to YouTube later. Because I know whenever I try and export from Twitch to YouTube, shit always goes wrong. So I'm recording this as a separate video completely so that I can upload this to YouTube and put it on there and hopefully do something with it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Really appreciate it. We will pick this back up on Wednesday and we'll start with Harlequin Baby. And I don't know where we'll get to, but it's daunting. Still got a few more days at least. Do you think on next stream you'll finish it? No. No way. It will probably, like Jennifer said, it's probably going to be a 4-day thing. I probably got at least 2 more days out of it. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Hopefully I will catch you back here on Wednesday and we'll continue this crazy journey. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Catch you next time. See ya.